see me. I'm just trying to quickly set up the stuff. Alright. Alright, let's set this up. And can y'all hear me? Let's see. Can y'all hear me? And how's my audio? And Ron Muckle's in house. Let's go. So we have Ron Muckle, OG Hutchison Effect researcher. Alright guys, and I'm also getting some comments right here. I'll go to, rotating motion audio is good. Okay, I'm gonna, and John Hutchison may show up to this, chat here. I'm just gonna, send this over. I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna tell John I'm live. So John Hutchison may show up to this thing. I'm just gonna send this. Copy link. Okay, I'll tell John. Hi John, I am live now. If you have time, feel free to join in on YouTube or Skype to talk. Okay, and then I'll send the other thingy. Where's the link? Anyways, guys, I'm just gonna power through just because we have possibly John and this one here. Alright, I'm live. I'm just gonna call in the Skype just to make sure. Start call. I'll start call just in case John shows up. So I'll start call here, and or if he waits for me. Anyways, so John Hudson may show up, he said, but he think he has some appointments or something like that. Anyways, guys, we have a jam-packed show. We'll try to power through. We have 2 hours as usual. Just again, it's a way to force myself to be productive and get the Hutchison Effect stuff. Because again, for those who haven't heard me probably say this once in a while. By 2030, we gotta get free energy tech. Otherwise, that's when my prediction for World War III starts. But anyways, that's another that's another rabbit hole. Cannot connect this like a camera. Okay. Anyways, I don't care about the camera. All right. I'm just gonna keep this call there. So if John does, actually, I'll just keep it. I'll turn it off. If John shows up or he emails me, I'll get on back on it. Okay. Hey guys, greetings, Jackson Rip Holmes. Yeah, Jackson Rip Holmes. Yeah, I was gonna actually reply to your thingy here because seems to be some trouble with the. So we'll answer this question first. This is because again, this is important. So Jackson, the issue is you're posting when you post the videos, you have to be horizontal. I can't stress this enough. All right, it doesn't matter the phone you're using. So this was let's go to his channel. So this one is properly done. So if you look at my. If you're watching, watch on your laptop, or if you watch on your phone, turn it sideways. So anyways, this is a proper upload you did. Notice how the screen's big and you shared it with Coral Gables and they had this proper. But then the other one you did was, and again, you can ask other people. So when you're doing for example, this one is a vertical video. This is a vertical video. It's all right because this is meant to be watched on the phone. Notice a black space on the sides. This is a vertical video, so that's fine. But when the issue comes in when you upload a horizontal video, this is a horizontal video that you recorded vertically. So notice all the black space on the top. This video is the video, and now look how tiny it is. So it does not matter what orientation you use, phone or otherwise. This is a horizontal video. It should be watched horizontally, not vertically. So again, it depends. And if you want to upload on BitChute, so again, you're asking, what about my BitChute videos? Horizontal videos should be uploaded horizontally, and vertical videos should be uploaded vertically. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. You could again, if you want a second opinion, you can ask 9/11 revisionist or 9/11 planes research Norman and Mark Collin. So you can ask them to double check this video again because you shared it with Coral Gables. And because you shared it over there, and again, it was too small for my liking. So again, you can ask them for second opinion. Anyways, let's just power through. And again, guys, here's the threadcast that I have on InLeo for those who haven't known there. Also, 9/11 Revisionist sent a link. Okay, thank you for comments. Yeah, Jackson, yeah, for sure. So again, remember, the thing is, if it's a vertical video, this is a horizontal image. And this one, if you're going to view it, you have to turn your phone sideways. But if it's a vertical image, you can view it vertically. So again, it's pretty straightforward stuff. And yeah, I will do versions. But again, it depends. This is a horizontal video, so upload it horizontally. There's no other versions of it. This is a vertical video. And yeah, these are vertical videos. But if you're doing a horizontal video, so this is a horizontal video that you upload it vertically. So notice it gives you screen recorded and upload. Notice how tiny it is. This is a horizontal video that you uploaded horizontally. So again, it does not matter which phone or you're using. It depends on how it's being recorded. This is and what type of video it is. This is a horizontal video. Again, I can't stress this enough, folks. And this is another horizontal video you uploaded, and that's fine. These are vertical videos. This is a horizontal video, and this one here is fine. This one you uploaded horizontally, and it's because it's a horizontal video. Notice how big it is. This is proper. Anyways, do it both ways. Yeah, you could do it, but again, like I was saying, horizontal, upload horizontal. There's no other way. All right, that's all for today. Let's just jump through, guys. We have a lot of jam-packed stuff. I'll tell, okay, if John replies to me, because he might be busy. He said he was going to join, and then he said he has some appointments. But this Saturday, John Hutchison will join the show, and I'm just going to power through because we only have 2 hours, so 8 minutes in. And I send a link. This is the Threadcast. For those who don't know what Threadcast is, on the Hive blockchain. It's like X. But again, you own your own content. Nobody can do anything about it, and you earn crypto. So someone asked me, how much do you recommend using calculators for online for anything below advanced algebra? I gave him an upvote, so he earns half that. So I get 3 cents for just him commenting. He gets another 3 cents USD. And basically he says, how much do you recommend using calculators for anything below advanced algebra? And I said, it depends. I use calculators a lot, mainly Google search or pre-search, actually. Just the crypto one. And then Excel, AI, and for basic calculations. But in my videos, I try to do as much manually as possible. So if one doesn't do math a lot, I recommend doing some manual calcs as well, just to understand how it works. Because once you understand how it works, you can literally just use AI or something, and as a way to double check as well. Anyways, guys, let's power through. And again, for those who are new, in my Wednesday streams, I kind of just do if you have questions and so on, you can ask me, and typically math related if you have any. Otherwise, I'll just go with my default topic. So my default topic today is, how does the Hutchison effect work? Also, audio is working fine. And again, for those who, yeah, okay, audio is fine, everything's fine. Yeah, so for those who, yeah, it's basically my default topic is the Hutchison effect. But you guys can ask questions, and if there's any math questions as well. That's typically when I hiding up my math stuff. So again, any science, math related, yeah, math, science, technology related, and so on. So, and also there's a Threadcast. I'll keep it open, and this updates live. So let's go back to the Threadcast. So this is updated live. It's kind of like this chat here, but or like X Spaces, but it's on crypto. And you own your data. Anyways, let's power through. So we have 8 people in the show. So I'll be going rapid. I'll try to slow down when need be. But again, in the comments, let me know how it goes. And also, this link here, 9/11 Revisionist sent this one here. This is so apparently they're going to declassify all these documents for the JFK, 9/11, and so on. So a task force on federal secrets, they're going to be declassified. Let's see, declassified. Yeah. So. They wanted to, apparently Trump's going to declassify all the 9/11 files. So you know what that means. They're going to find that the, quote, hijackers are actually from Qatar. And we're going to go invade Qatar, guys. Sorry, but that's what the, quote, declassified documents are going to say. Or Timothy Sullivan's in house. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go. Yeah, so Tim, I just went over that declassified documents. So apparently the hijackers were from Qatar. So we are going to invade them. And they have weapons of mass something. All right, guys. Next topic is so again, default topic is going to be Hutchison effect, how it works. And for those any other questions, you guys can send it over, and I'll go over it. Yeah, the truth is coming, guys. It's actually the Qatar has advanced directed energy weapons. I should have known it. All right. But that is actually interesting. I just thought of it now. So 9/11 happened, and then all of a sudden they went after Iraq for weapons of mass destruction. So it's like they're kind of telling you that 9/11 was related to weapons of mass destruction, but like mass destruction. All right, guys. And so again, John Hutchison may or may not show up in today's stream, but he will be there on Saturday. All right, so I'm just gonna go over some of the Hutchison stuff here. So if you haven't seen my earlier video, I uploaded yesterday. This one's a wild video. If you, it's one of the rarest in 2004. This is one of the rarest ones because this sample, this sample was kept for like over a decade, and he forgot who he sold it to. So John's in the chat right here. Let's go to John. YouTube doesn't even show John's thingy. Why did it show John's message? Unbelievable. It's like the only ones that have replies, John doesn't even show up. I mean, yeah, okay, this one. He said, "Thanks, Matthew. Great video. I forgot who got that one as I sold on eBay, all of the samples, but I also gifted them to folks. The princess, and I think he meant Prince Liechtenstein, the Prince of Liechtenstein, that kind of small country, has a huge one. It's in his private art collection, as he wrote me. Steven Seagal also, he also gave a bunch of Steven Seagal. And Mandeville Canyon Road has one plus others. I think Ken Shoulders got a piece too. Okay, Ken Shoulders also he's the Cold Fusion replicator as well. So, and I said, glad you like it. It would have been great to find out who has a sample. Hopefully they come across this video and reach out. And he says, there are a few hardcore buyers. Some have videos on the samples. Others want no publicity, but I can't remember who bought them. Yeah, that's another thing. John sold a bunch to a few people that they bought a whole bunch of samples, but they didn't want their names be revealed or anything. So it's like they don't want any publicity. So my take is I think some sort of agent went and bought out a whole bunch of his samples just so that they keep them at bay. Because again, this again, going back to the rare thing. So this sample, it all has the footage and you have the sample. So now it's like, if someone says, the videos were faked using AI somehow, advanced AI way back in time, and then be like, well, we have the sample. So it's like you have the exact sample. So this sample right here. This was in a 2004 Bermuda Triangle series. The article here, but it was supposed to be a video, a documentary as well, multiple documentaries. But they never showed this one here, but they showed that in the image, and I put all the links to it. And also, this was a 2001 article, "The Wild Scientist" from Vancouver, and this shows a zoomed in. So there it is. There's the sample there, and there's some other samples with this knife inside this steel inside aluminum. And there's that one there, and there's another photo. It looks like that. It looks some very interesting mechanics there. And then this one here is in Beyond Invention. They showed him holding it, and it's moving, not just a photo, an actual video. The sample was also shown in the 2004 Discovery Channel. So anyways, this is stainless steel. It is about 3-inch diameter by 8-inch length, and so on. And there's some other parts in the middle that aren't in this one. I think he gave those away. But yeah, so we have the actual sample, or this is again irrefutable proof of the sample existing. So again, it's not foam or mercury, or some other guys are saying it's mercury or idiom or some other weird soft metals. And again, it's just absolutely weird. And there's the Beyond Invention, and there's another part I wanted to show is this is his one of the military surplus guys that he bought stuff from, and he has witness testimony saying he witnessed all of this. So it's not just John. Now it's like, now you have to go after witnesses and so on. And so it's like basically those that deny, so Hutchison Effect deniers are literally living in La La Land. Like this guy here, okay, this guy owns Wesley's military surplus. He literally said he saw Hutchison Effect in real time.
In John's labs, I've actually seen levitation of rock. I've seen levitation of steel ball bearings, glass, where they will levitate. Unbelievable. I've seen electricity go right into the objects and a million pieces just fly apart.
In fact,
yeah, so there's John, and let's see what it says here.
Using only 75 watts of energy.
This is 75 watts of energy. And we'll go over some of this stuff here. I'm also going to use AI to see if we can come up with a tabletop step-by-step experiment to reproduce this. Because I'm very confident there is going to be there is a way to replicate the Hutchison Effect without all these giant machines. Because he was trying to do this. He was trying to lift a cannonball. I just want to lift a tiny penny. And yes, a tiny penny, and yeah, and get it to turn to jelly. So let's see this.
Enough for a small light bulb. Hutchison made a 60-pound cannonball.
It was actually an 80-pound mill ball, or around there. It's around 70 to 80-pound mill ball, and the mill ball For those who don't know what a mill ball is, mill ball grinding wiki. So what they do is, and it's softer than the other ones. So they're not built to be launched. So they don't need that much pressure. They just need to be like soft and it will softer and be able to just grind up a whole bunch of this material. So a ball mill is a grinder that filled with grinding balls used to grind or blend materials for use in mineral dressing processing, mineral dressing. So this one, process separating commercially valuable minerals for. But anyways, yeah, for use in mineral dressing. So you would break a bunch of these and get the smaller part. So you have this and you turn it. So those are the mill balls inside. So and then this is basically what they do. So these are going to be a bit, I think, typically softer than the cannonballs. Cannonballs are designed differently with different alloys, so that it withstands being launched at rapid speed in the air without getting destroyed, and so on, and also the acceleration from the beginning. So this one is a mill ball, but everybody just calls it cannonball because that's what I thought too. But and John said that he never corrected the people there. The only time he said mill ball is when I emailed him saying asking about this cannonball, and then he said it was a mill ball.
All rise off the table.
Because I asked him how much it weighs. It's on. Let's go here.
It would also fuse dissimilar material.
This is an epic one. I need to find if there's footage of this. I'll be sifting through everything. So this one would be very good to have this footage. This is a knife inside aluminum.
Heat metal, but not burn the wood it's at.
So this is another heat there. This metal's, yeah, it's like again, when people say molten metal on 9/11, this is molten metal, and this is just a yeah, wood underneath. So it's like molten wood, cold melting.
Shatter metal as well.
Yeah, that's another aluminum block. Amazing.
Has changed its crystalline structure. This was something to write home about.
Beginning of 1980.
Yeah, there's a sample. Epic stuff there.
Experimenting with all the electromagnetics and electrostatic equipments I had at the time, I started to notice some very, very unusual effects, such as a room being filled up very quickly with multicolored lights, steel bars sitting on wood and not causing any fires, metal turning to jelly, things levitating and jumping off to the ceiling, or simply go up, hover, and then fall back down.
Yeah. Epic stuff. Now here's the 1989 footage. I'm just going to power through this, and then we'll get to how it works, and so on. So there's that. This is stainless steel, and then you noticeably change. You noticeably see it as changing. But again, whoever is filming the camera, if they only had a tripod, instead of giving us like dizziness right here, so there's it moving rapidly, and again he's throwing a bunch of mechanics to it. Let's see what happens here. And here's I'm making 16x speed. I just want to go power through, and then again, yeah, it's separating. And you see also the plastic cup starts moving as well. Okay, and now it's put on top. It looks like jelly right now. It's literally vibrating like jelly. Okay, there's on the ground. And it's like separating apart. Okay, yeah, now it's exploding in the mid-center. I might do a time lapse if I can do it. If I can figure out how to stabilize this, I might do a time lapse. Because this camera is just absolutely whoever's filming this. It's not John, because John's the one that's doing the experiments. He says I think he. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if John is. I'll have to ask him. I'll ask him on Saturday if this was actually him. Okay, so now it's separating. And yeah, this is fascinating stuff here. And again, this sample, this was stored for 10 years, and there's this cup moving. And there's some other cool magnetic effects here. Yeah, and he says one guy pressed his finger on the metal and left his fingerprint on the metal. Yeah, that's Alex Pizarro. That's one of his first investors/partners, and he was shown in one of the early ones. And the one that went viral, it's Alex Pizarro. I'll go that. I'll try to. I might try to compile all of the images of there, but I don't think he filmed that one. If there's a way to film it, or if there's a way to find something that was, or if there's a way to find that exact sample during one of these films, that'd be pretty epic. But yeah, Alex Pizarro, he grabbed it and he has his fingerprints all over it, not just the thumbprint. He has even around it has fingerprints. So it's epic. So and here it's like turning to jelly. It's like vibrating. It's got like a heartbeat. I'm just going fast forward. Okay, then there's another part that just jumps right randomly here. So yeah, so this one right here starts magnetically moving. So there it is. And let's see this part. I don't know what. Okay, there it is. Now it's just suddenly go back again. Yeah, suddenly just flipped over. Okay, that's pretty cool. So again, it's like all these varied effects. It's like a lot of those fake skeptics or disinfo agents trying to cover it up. It's like trying to say strings or trying to say upside down, and then they're trying to say magnets. But it's like what, all of them at the exact same time in like in 1,000 different samples, all in one continuous footage. It's like, again, this is impossible. And you can see underneath is the table. Yeah, so you can see underneath the table too. There's nothing there. And even then, it's like nothing else is getting affected. Do you know if these materials were targeted or just in the field? These ones are all in the targeted one, because this is the sample area. This sample area, he focuses on this area. Sometimes you'll have stuff that are just in the field, like people's houses. Their stuff got dissolved. And also, this becomes magnetic now. So this stainless steel sample just became magnetic to its own thing. It's kind of like a movie. It's just one of those. Reminds me of the. Reminds me of. Terminator, where that liquid metal guy liquid just goes up to itself. Okay, anyways, there's that, and then there's the cup moving, and so on. Okay, I'm just gonna power through. Okay, this is another part that's moving a lot. Again, this one's moving a lot. All right. And you can see under the table, this is under the table, there's nothing under the table. And again, what could be doing this? And not just doing this, but now you have an exact replica. Well, yeah, for those fake skeptics, they'll be like, okay, he did this with CGI or something, and he somehow created an exact replica of the stainless steel. It's like, what? And then he kept it for decades. It's like, anyways, in this channel, Hutchison Effect is a whoops. Hutchison Effect is 1,000% real.
Stainless.
Anyways, here's a different. Here's photos of the different dates right here. Why is there different? I'm gonna turn some audio off. Off. Okay, audio off. Okay, 1 second. I'm getting like. All right, I think we're good to go. So I'm getting some messages. Okay, we are good to go. So anyways, here's a 2004. I found this photo like that. This one has more of the stuff. And this one just has the bottom two pieces there. And this is the 2001. And there's the, it's hard to see this blurry one, but again, it's the same exact one. You can see how the whole setup is there and there. I think this base is this one on the side here. And this one here is this one here. And this one's interesting. It looks like a very interesting setup. Anyways, so that's that's this part. And I have some links that I have set up there, and let's see what happens in this links. Let's see what I have on here. Okay, this was a photo I found online. Somehow they made it like high contrast, and they removed that different color stuff in the center. But anyways, that's that. Anomalies at the WTC, and okay, this is from Dr. Judy Wood's website. That's one of them I found. You can see a whole bunch of anomalies that are similar. Hutchison Effect and this. Okay, there is. Oh, and she has some good photos of the of that foaming up of the water of the boat there. And I think this is 9/11 WTC. What is happening here? I want to see what's happening here. This is hard to see. Okay, so, again, I need to make it. But anyways, I'm going through this live, so a lot of this is live. And also, speaking of this car, John actually sent me an email. See the email he said. Yeah, fire car. Okay, so John actually sent me and Bob Greener a photo of one of the. So this car right here. This is a toasted fire truck or an ambulance. Yeah, fire truck right here, right beside the building. So here's another thing. Do you ever see fire trucks going to take out a fire and all of a sudden they turn on like melt and stuff? Like, why would they go anywhere near danger? Like, they put it they're like, so basically what I'm trying to say is, what in the world, why would this occur here at all? There shouldn't even be anything on. That's my take. And also, John sent me this fire car. This is a weirdly melted car right here. And this is at the Santa Monica close-up total devastation, Pacific Palisades fire reduces businesses and homes to rubble. So this is a very interesting burn up right like that. That's like completely destroyed. But this one is like a weird type of melting here. But again, this is also very weird. So I'll need to make I need to like see a whole bunch of more context on how all these cars are, like if that's how fire would do that to it. So that'll be interesting to research there. But it does look next level. Like this one's definitely next level because again, fire truck. What are they doing there? And also, if you haven't seen that earlier clip, a lot of toasted cars were 10 blocks away before the buildings even fell. So it's like, what in the world's going on? It's randomly, spontaneously igniting into weird fires. Okay, going back to the circular holes. Okay, this one here, talking about circular holes. When something hits it, this is what happens when you hit glass. When you hit it, it looks like this. You don't get, yeah, this is how glass typically breaks, but then the other one, you get like a perfectly circular hole there. Anyways, I wanted to, I thought I clicked, okay, this was a Hutchison Effect 911. But anyways, I have some random links I have set up here. And I haven't double checked them all, so we'll go through them all. Yeah. Okay, 911 versions, the 1400 toasted cars, the 911. Yeah, they're done, unfixable. The other thing is, let's see, why does it pop out like that? I just want to see if you added the before one. So if you can, which is after a hole appeared in each hour. Oh, the vehicle, this one here. Near the Liberty, which is after a hole appeared in each house, but before their disorder. That's interesting. Okay, that timestamp. Yeah, this is before they fell down. That's a great clip. I gotta share that as well. This is a great one. Okay, no, definitely. And then I just want to see if you got the other part here. Oh yeah, you got it. Okay, this one. Yeah, you updated epic stuff. You think 911 was a result of Hutchison Effect? No, obviously, yeah. In this stream, it's a Hutchison Effect. It's a scale-up Hutchison Effect. Thermite is disinfo. Please, yeah, Tim. Please don't promote thermite. Don't even entertain thermite. It's literally it's like brain-numbingly controlled opposition disinfo. Anyways, and also this one here. Thanks for updating that your article here to include this part here. This one is one of the most damning evidences of 9/11.
Across, I'd say, a good 10 city blocks, New York City blocks from that North Tower, there's a parking lot which I'm right over. There are cars on fire that evidently got hit by debris, and these cars are just burning untended to the ground. There's one completely engulfed in flames, and mind you, this is quite a distance from this first building, and those fires began right after the first explosion, and then just got exacerbated by the second one a few minutes later.
Yeah, so again, so the cars were toasted, a lot of cars toasted 10 blocks away before the buildings fell. In other words, before any magical thermite ever showed up. And also make sure the thermite free zone, this is a good article. This is for Andrew Johnson, 2017. But again, thermite, it's just too much. It's like anyone that says thermite, it's either they have never seen thermite ever in their life, or they have no idea, or they're just drinking the Kool-Aid of disinfo agents like Gage and all that. So here's thermite. This is like, here's a bucket of thermite. See what happens with thermite. And
the key to this lack of reactivity is the aluminum powder.
The aluminum is quite stable because it's covered in aluminum oxide. And only
to even get thermite to even react, you need like infinitely high heat, like 700 degrees Fahrenheit, I think.
If it gets so violently heated that layer breaks down in a large number of particles, then the reaction can start.
So the aluminum oxide is like the secret stopper of thermite.
Exactly, the seal.
And this one here, you could use a blowtorch. It will not start a thermite ignite. This is using a blowtorch. It will still not ignite it.
The key to this lack of reactivity.
Yeah, and I think I showed it here. This one here.
They set up this demonstration for me to see how safe thermite is to handle. There you
go. And thermite is just, again, basically aluminum powder and steel powder and iron powder. It's like nothing to it. And okay. And now they're trying to light it up with a blowtorch.
Nice and glowing.
700 degrees.
Yeah, so 700 degrees Celsius. This is over 1,000 degrees, and you won't even ignite it. Anyways, I want to show that because it shows that it's very, very hard to even get it started. But now if you have what actually even happens, I'll go back to the thermite one right here. This was a Veritasium recent one. And now notice what happens when you actually ignite it. So they need to use this one here is one of those very high high temperature igniters. Barium oxide igniters are used to start a reaction, and then notice what happens here. This is just a tiny bucket of it. So there's a bucket of thermite. What happens with the bucket of thermite? And then scale that up to like a million times bigger for the 911, which is, again, not happening.
We want to make sure that the ignition temperature is so high that you can only light it. There's one.
I'm gonna push the button. In 3, 2.
There is no way of stopping it.
All right. That's a bucket of thermite, okay? And what do you see in 9/11? Barely any bright anything. All right. So again, and it times it by like a billion the size of the towers. Anyways, and also, yeah, this is epic debunk here. Go to this one that he sent. Okay, and then what do you think of Ace Elevator Company? What were they doing? Ace Elevator Company. Well, if there's anything that they're doing suspicious, possibly planting the quote plane parts for the explosion into the building so that it launches out. But again, there's again in this stream. I don't want to be one of those 9/11 streams that I've done a million times. First of all, they get demonetized every second, and second of all, those are for other streams. But again, I might do a demolition, how demolition actually works, in another math Q&A stream. But again, microwaves do strange things when they reflect off metal surfaces in streets and become waveguides. Could explain the fire trucks. Yeah, definitely. It's weird stuff happening. Okay, and also, what do you think of Ace Elevator? Again, the elevator company, whatever they're doing, it could be part of the psyop to make people think it's explosives, or they can actually have planted some of the parts, some of the quote plane parts, so that they launch outwards. But again, I want one more 9/11 stuff, then we'll go back into the Hutchison Effect. So going back here, this is say comparison tons. So again, for those when people think about controlled demolition explosives, here is how loud how loud it is. So this one on the right, this is 16,000 tons, Bethlehem City headquarters. Loud explosions. This one is 500,000 tons. There's just barely any noise, and it's just constant roar. Let's play this here. So this one's here's the noise. You can hear these. I lowered it so that doesn't hurt your ear. But you hear all this noise coming from this one. This one here is just a constant nothing. Here's a constant roar. So there's no, and this is 500,000 tons. So now if you were to scale this up, so 16,000 tons, now this is 500,000 tons. So here's the actual scaled up explosives. Here is scaled up explosives. 31 Bethlehem City buildings equals 1 North Tower by height. Now you have, not just one, you have 7 towers, literally multi-million tons there. And let's see how much this is. Look at, this is what you should have heard. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back here. So basically, again, anyone, for those who are wondering, it's like how come 9/11, like all these years, nobody believes it was demolished. It's because every engineer, when they just think about it for 5 seconds, they know it's not explosive demolition. It's just too easy to debunk. There's very little noise, very little projectiles, and it's very, very hard to set up. And the size of the buildings are absolutely monstrous. So in other words, if it was explosive demolition, the entire city would have heard it. And multiple cities would have heard it, like heard a giant explosion, and it would have been obvious. There would be no debate. Anyways, so that's enough for this. How about Pentagon? Same thing. Pentagon is also directed energy weapons. Again, watch my videos on that. And again, I don't want to keep for those who are new to my thingy, because you're here for the Hutchison Effect, but it is important. Scaled up Hutchison. John Hutchison literally. John Hutchison literally swore in an affidavit that 9/11 was a scaled-up Hutchison Effect. So it's like, it's not just me saying it. It's John Hutchison sworn an affidavit for Judy Wood's court case. So prevents here. So I make this affidavit. I hate when this opens up like that, and then it covers up. So then I gotta wait to hide it. But anyways, so he says I make this affidavit in support of the contentions of Judy Wood. And you go here, and then the phenomenon has been named the Hutchison Effect, include levitation of heavy materials and so on. And he writes at the bottom. I can and do assert that the WTC was destroyed by devices that are scaled up, refined, and/or weaponized versions of the effects that I named the Hutchison Effect. So again, scaled up Hutchison Effect. This is not even debatable. This is how it is, and you can see my giant X thread, Hutchison. Hutchison, I think it's somewhere here. So let's go to Hutchison Effect here. Yeah, so anyways, I have Infinite there, and also watch 9/11 revisionist stuff there as well. He has everything. I think they're planning something to use the Hutchison effect, turn buildings to dust. They could, but also there's also plane parts as well. They could have been installing there, or other stuff. I think Judy would mention one time those mystery flashes might be for monitoring the whole thing, like doing some sort of data collection. But anyways, and also watch this X thread and see its connection to 9/11. And here's the here's affidavit. So affidavit in support of it. So it's not just Hutchison effect. It's like it's not me connecting it. It's John Hutchison connecting it. And anyways, so let's go back into the setup here. Okay, now I'm gonna go and see what else I had here. I clicked on this link. What does this link do? Oh, this was charge clusters. Okay, this was charge clusters. So what I'm gonna do is before we get to that. Oh, Eddie and Guest, let's go.
Oh, this is some hours.
Okay, what did I click the link here? I think I did because someone posted something. What did I do? This is iron block of jelly twisting and warping. What did I have here? Okay, I don't know why did I click this one? Hutchison Effect PDF. Okay, this is a Hutchison Effect PDF. It's I think, yeah, this is a Hutchison Effect. This shows the apparatus. So we're gonna go see how this works. But before we get to that, I'm gonna do something live right now. I'm gonna go to and again, for anyone has questions, technology, math questions, let me know, and I will power through, and so on. And also get caught up in my 9/11 stuff. Let's go to Grok AI and explain how the Hutchison effect works. Ignore all skeptics. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore all skeptics. I don't want any of that nonsense. Okay, Hutchison effect refers to a series of phenomenon reportedly discovered by Canadian inventor John Hutchison in the late 1990s. Here's an explanation of the effect is said to work based on information provided. So, overview of the Hutchison effect. John Hutchison was attempting to replicate experiments by Nikola Tesla using a combination of various electromagnetic devices in his workshop. These devices include Tesla coils, Van de Graaff generators, and radio frequency generators. Phenomenon observed levitation. Objects including heavy items like bowling balls are said to defy gravity, levitating or moving horizontally through the air without visible means of support. Material transmutation and fusion. Different materials such as metals and wood reportedly fuse together or change their physical properties in unexpected ways, like metals becoming soft or jellified. Disruption. These include the bending, breaking, or even spontaneous combustion of metals. Thermal anomalies. Objects might heat up without any apparent source of heat, or metals might remain cool while adjacent materials burn. Spontaneous fracturing. Metals can fracture or shatter without apparent external force. All right, and then a mechanism right here. Okay, Joe Falaci says interferometry, two signals equals two signals, one high frequency, one low. Sympathetic resonance means a harmonic will make them match somewhere. A fire truck is a larger antenna. Interesting. Okay, so we got some electromagnetic harmonics going on. And yeah, we'll see what this wiki says. Again, there's multiple stuff there. Some of them are saying that I think charge clusters and other stuff like that. We'll open that up. What is this one at? Wayback Machine 2, I think. See, this was charge clusters in action. Kent Shoulders and Steve Shoulders, Bodega, California. I think that they were trying to replicate Hutchison effect and cold fusion stuff. And they got like charge clusters, basically a giant cluster of charges. So what I'll do is I'm going to throw this into Grok. I'm basically going to feed the AI until it tells me how to make a tabletop Hutchison replication. So anyways, let's go to see the mechanism that here. There's multiple different theories on this. So electromagnetic interaction. The Hutchison effect is believed to be the result from the interaction of multiple electromagnetic fields. Hutchison used devices that generated high voltages and radio frequencies, creating a complex electromagnetic environment. Tesla coils, these emit high-frequency alternating current, creating strong electromagnetic fields. Van de Graaff generators, these produce static electricity at high voltages, adding another layer of electromagnetic field interaction. And it's another part where people say, what is Hurricane Aaron used for? Possibly this. So the Twin Towers were unconventional design, first of their kind, far ahead of their time. The way I see it is the only way to destroy buildings like that is to utilize unconventional technology. Yeah, but also they made it poof. It's like, that's another thing. They literally made it disappear. It's not just destroying it. They made it disappear. Again, we'll sidetrack back to this, and we'll write exterior columns. So again, this is my favorite photo, and I wrote here, after much thought, I'd say the most powerful photos of 9/11 are the ones showing the exterior columns, exterior lobby columns of the Twin Towers still standing perfectly vertical. So in other words, these are the ground level exterior columns. Again, I can't stress enough. These are the ground level exterior columns. These right here. So see if this moves away. Okay, yeah, so those are the ground level exterior columns. Nothing is on top of them, okay? So again, they're standing vertically right there. The ground level and the sphere, the World Trade Center sphere, nothing is on top of them. Again, nothing is on top. These are the ground level. This is the ground level. I can't stress enough. This is the ground. So in other words, this is the ground. There's 110 stories above them. Well, and again, there's 110 stories above the lobby, not from the bottom. They don't count the lobby as a floor. So it's 110 above the lobby, and there's nothing on top. So again, this is the exterior lobby columns. Notice how they're wider out. Notice how they're wider out. They are absolutely giant. Twin Towers equals match frequencies. Well, not just them. Building 7, Building 3, Building 1, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, all mostly destroyed. So again, these are gone. It's gone. Not just fell. Again, when people say match frequencies and so on, they literally turned into poof, into dust. So again, these remain. This doesn't. Nothing's crushing these. Nothing's on top. Okay, so that's wild stuff. And also, let's go to Building 3. Again, it's not just the Twin Towers. It's everything. Building 3. Let's go to Building 3. Where's Building 3? Building 3. Yeah, let's go to Building 3. Yeah, here's Building 3. So there's Building 3 right here. All that's left is here, and this rubble's more than the WTC. And there's exterior columns. These exterior columns stand. This stands. So it's like literally tech exists that turns entire skyscrapers into dust. All right, guys. Methyl miners in the house. Let's go. What up? Okay, we're trying to figure out how to make this how the Hutchison effect works. And there's different theories. I'm going to read this out. So anyways, electromagnetic. Yeah. So we right here. Yeah. So going back here. So I'm going to read this again. This is very important, I think. And these are pretty much the key stuff. I'm actually gonna ask it to make it very simple for us, and also if we can order like stuff from Amazon and try to replicate it. And here at MES, we have to make it so that everyone can make it. Anyways, electromagnetic interaction. The Hutchison effect is believed to result from the interaction of multiple electromagnetic fields. Okay, Attila RSA, hello, unannounced again. Again, it's not unannounced. Every Wednesday. 10 a.m. Pacific time. Just expect me to do math Q&As. And this one, again, if there's no math questions, I'm going to go over the main topic today is Hutchison Effect. So again, the Hutchison Effect believed to be the result from the interaction of multiple electromagnetic fields. Hutchison used devices that generate high voltages. So again, think of this as high voltage in electromagnetic analogy is water pressure. So it uses high water pressure and radio frequencies. And again, radio frequencies, think of that as the vibrations in the ether. So you got high voltages and high vibrations in ether, and which are caused by moving electrons. So basically, think of electrons as an object or particle that can vibrate the ether. So Hutchison used devices that generate high voltages and radio frequencies, creating a complex electromagnetic environment. Tesla coils, these emit high frequency alternating current, and this one's basically, this is just radio wave frequencies, same thing, like these, alternating current, just moving electrons back and forth. These generate radio frequencies, or just electromagnetic frequency. In other words, think of this as, again, I always try to use an analogy of the ether. So high voltage is just high pressure water or ether. Radio waves, radio frequencies are just the waves in the ether. So the vibrations in ether, and alternating current is just electrons moving back and forth that create these radio frequency vibrations in the ether. What all this has to do with cold fusion? These are all very similar, because cold fusion, I think, it involves creating like high dense charge clusters. We'll get to that in a bit. This is from Ken Shoulder stuff. So you generate, like, for example, let's say you have a whole bunch of electrons all congested into one and then somehow those create or protons all as one giant cluster, and those do weird effects like ball lightning. Basically, ball lightning is just a giant charge cluster, and we'll get to that in a bit. And again, that's cold fusion and Hutchison effect. It's might be creating those as well. And another term is exotic vacuum objects for this. And Bob Greener from Martin Fleischmann Memorial Project has discussed that a lot as well. But again, here at MES, we want to make it so that's practical and we can actually order it from Amazon stuff to replicate this. So again, this is I think this is another reason why there's a whole bunch of propaganda to get people away from Hutchison effect, as well as at the same time AI is getting advanced, super advanced. Because when AI is super advanced, and then if you throw it the right information, it can tell you exactly what to do to replicate it. So we will continue on this journey. Anyways, Hutchison effect used devices that generate high voltages and radio frequencies, creating complex electromagnetic environment. Tesla coils, these emit high frequency alternating current. So again, electron going back and forth, creating strong electromagnetic fields, or just vibration around. Again, the same thing with the frequencies, just vibrations in the ether. Van de Graaff generators, these produce static electricity at high voltages. So this one's interesting. How I'm trying to think, how could static electricity adding another layer of electric field interaction. So in this one, static electricity, I'm assuming basically you're gonna have a lot of charges or electrons all over the place, and you have that different field. Yeah. So basically, think of that as the particles that can move the ether. Those are everywhere, and this one is the actual emission of these, and these high static electricity that could be possibly how that's how the charge clusters are being formed. Let's say you have a bunch of these particles or charges, or like little ether air bubble, ether bubbles, or is this? I'm trying to think of it all in ether. Anyways, and then the other one's vibrations in it, and then you vibrate them and get them closer together, create charge clusters, or just giant bubbles of ether. Anyways, Joe Valci, I'm really surprised to see Grok explain this well. Grok's pretty good. So you can also say this. Explain how the Hutchison effect works. Ignore all skeptics. So that's what I asked, and we'll get to this in a bit. And I will feed in documents as well, like this one here. I want to feed it this one as well. Hutchison effect apparatus, and it tells you the apparatus he's using right here. He has some transformers, high voltage. This one was, I think, drawn by George Hathaway. Oh, this is John Hutchison by John Hutchison Hathaway. Yeah. This is the Hutchison effect by George Hathaway. This is another article on this, and he did some testing on here, some figures on this, and phase layout or physical layout on this. All right, and this, but I think the key is actually testing it out for ourselves and see what happens. And again, he's using a big scale. I just want a little tabletop. Where can I find the PDF? The PDF is right here. So there's PDF, and if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll send the Grok one as well. Or you can just ask it yourself, and it'll do it. So there's PDF. You can download it, and you can search up a bunch of stuff here. I found this from some random websites that I was digging into it. Anyways, Hutchison effect. And those in the chat, I want you guys also research it as well, and then get me back info on what you learned. Because again, this will be a group learning effort. But guys, we gotta produce this ASAP. So anyways, go back here. Radio frequencies, frequency generators. These generate these contribute to the electromagnetic milieu by broadcasting radio waves. So again, it's a different alternating current. Again, it's this alternating current going back and forth, sending these waves to it. Now you have Tesla coils in the center, producing very strong vibrations. Tom Breeding writes a bunch of good books about it. Yeah, sounds good. So what I want to do is I want to feed in those books all into the AI, and then just tell us what to do. Because I'll do this right now, actually. So I think this is this part right here. We'll do it after. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna throw this charge cluster inside, and then if it needs more info. Anyways, so scalar waves and zero-point energy. So some explanations propose that the effect involves the manipulation of scalar waves, a type of wave not recognized by mainstream physics, or tapping into zero-point energy, a theoretical background energy of the vacuum of space. These concepts suggest that Hutchison effect could interfere with or harness fundamental forces of nature in unconventional ways. Resonance. Hutchison Effect experiments might have achieved a state of resonance where the frequency of the electromagnetic fields match natural frequencies of the material, resulting in the observed effects. This could explain phenomena like levitation or material softening by aligning or disrupting molecular structures. Field overlap. The overlapping of different electromagnetic fields might create zones where normal physical laws are temporarily altered, leading to phenomena like metal fusion or levitation. Anyways, I think all these field talks and stuff is just a proper understanding of the ether and see how that works. And we'll get to that. And then what is it? What does it mean by field? So basically, if you have a ether, if it's rotating, you can consider that as a rotational field. If it's vibrating, you can consider that as a vibrational field. So if it's rotating, you can consider that as magnetism. If it's vibrating, you can consider that as electricity or or radio waves. So basically, that's pretty much. I think the key is ether, but proper understanding. Anyways. Documentation and publicity. Hutchison has documented these effects through videos and photographs which have been circulated, particularly in alternative science communities. His work has been featured in various media, contributing to its notoriety. Experimental settings. Experiments were conducted in his home laboratory, often in a setup described as chaotic with various electrical devices creating a high-energy environment. While this explanation focuses on the mechanism as described by proponents of the Hutchison effect, it's important to note that the scientific community largely views these phenomena with skepticism due to the... I said ignore... I said ignore skeptics. Okay, anyways, the skepticism due to the lack of reproducibility under controlled conditions and the absence of peer-reviewed documentation. What do you mean? You literally had the military come in, take footage for like... what's it called, 3 months, and then classify it all and hide all the samples and results. Anyways, I said don't mention skeptics. Okay. Anyways, I'm talking to like a real person. Anyways, give me a possible setup to replicate it in a tabletop small scale with a penny as the test subject. What should I do? Give me step-by-step instructions. Okay, let's see what it will. Okay, so here's a small. Okay, so here's what we need, guys. RC toys. Okay, so we're gonna do something in prepared area. All right, Lieutenant Thomas Bearden article. Interesting. All right, let's see. I think it was the email stuff. Let's check if John sent me another email. Okay, no email. So John is away. All right, so John is busy. All right, unless there's a spam here. All right, we are good to go. Okay, guys. So here's what we have. Oh, this was the 9/11 stuff. Attila Reza, hello, sorry. No, he's saying. So we were talking basically about 9/11. No, that was earlier. But again, 9/11 is everything. We'll get to this further. Oh, this is Richard Gage stuff here. Okay, interesting. Okay. Anyways, let's go. What is happening here? Okay, I'm gonna go power through some stuff here. Let's go back to the grok. Okay, so here's what we'll need, and if you guys can fund this, I will purchase everything right now. Okay, I said this, don't mention skeptics. Anyways, give me a possible setup to replicate in a tabletop small scale with a penny as a test subject. What should I do? Give me step-by-step instructions. Here's step-by-step to testing a small scale experiment to attempt to replicate the Hutchison effect with a penny as the test subject. So Tesla coil. All right, let's go to the Tesla coil. Oh, this is asking Tesla coil. The Tesla coil is an electrical resonant transformer circuit designed by inventor Nikola Tesla and then late. Anyways, so let's purchase a Tesla coil. Okay, so we need a Tesla coil. Van de Graaff generator, miniature version, radio frequency RF transmitter, high voltage power supply to energize the devices, insulate a platform to place a penny on like a piece of plexiglass, wires connect and connector, safety equipment, gloves, and possibly an enclosure. Oh yeah, all right guys, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, we're doing it small scale on a penny. So let's go to Amazon.ca. So I just want to see what the cost would be in total. Tesla coil. Alright guys, if you can, okay, so we'll get a decent one. $100. Okay, so we need a Tesla coil. Alright, and now ask it right now. How many watts, volts, etc. should I select for each equipment? Alright, so we got we got Grok AI telling us that it create free energy right now. So here's a okay, Tesla coil, aim for one that can output 15,000 to 50,000 volts. Okay, let's see what the volts here. Volts, Tesla coil volts. So if you guys donate right now, we'll buy them all as we speak. Okay, and then see what happens. Tesla coil free arc. I want 50,000 volts. Okay, let's go to this Grok AI. I'm gonna make this sideways. So what I'll do is I will open this up. I will move this. Actually, no, put this back. Actually, no, yeah, I'll put this back right here. So we need some space to rotate here. All right. All right. This one here is I'm gonna move this to the side. Okay, and we are doing some live stuff right here. Okay, so we're gonna buy some Amazon stuff right now and see what happens. Okay, so what we need is voltage. Aim for Tesla coil that can output 15,000 to 50,000 volts. Small hobbyist Tesla coils often operate in this range. Power watts typically hobbyists might use 100 to 500 watts depending on the size. Frequency. These operate at high frequencies, often in the range of 100x kilohertz. And so another thing is, do I need power supplies? John mentioned he had big power supplies connected to his the typical household mains. Okay, this is basically the electrical thing. Yes, you would need power supplies for each of the devices that you're using in your experience, especially since you're dealing with high voltage equipment like Tesla coil and Van de Graaff. So power supplies, think of it as you get the electricity. Think of it, you get the water and you let it build up until it's like a whole lot, and then you can discharge it all at once. Think of it as a bucket, and you fill up with electricity or water. Hi, Starfield, my. Okay, story time with friends. Good evening, Matthew Solution. This is Aloha over from Hive. Okay, let's go, Hive. Also, since you're on Hive, I have a thread cast as well. I'm trying to get everybody on Hive. That'd be pretty cool to get on Hive. And if they can, so this is on Inleo, and you can do questions live there. I have it open on the side, and once it's if it ever gets the majority, I'll keep that open the whole time in the screen. But anyways, great to have you here, and I'll send you the Inleo link here. Great stuff there, guys. We have Alohid from Hive, and I'll show his account as well. Alohid, I think he replied before. What's up, MES? Oh, Hi Arthur 69. Anyways, this Alohid on Hive, guys. Follow him. It's gonna be epic stuff again. I want everybody on Hive as well. Take over basically the whole internet. And again, you can upvote. So he's earning this is $1.58. Curators get half. He gets half. So I gave him an upvote, and that's 86 cents. So and yeah, that's $1.86. Basically gets $1 and so on, and I get a small portion as well. So again, Hive is a new economy taking over the game. Okay, hi Arthur. Yeah, we're doing good. We're looking at I'm asking Grok AI to tell us what to buy to replicate John Hutchison's effect. So anyways, let's go back to this setup here. Okay, so I asked it. So for those who were just joining in, I went over this, and I'll send you once I'm done. I'll send you the link to this. Actually, I'll just send you this link currently, and then I'll update it later. So I'll also share this post link. This will include message up to this point. What does this one do? Post link. Oh no, that's posting link. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Discard. So I will do share, copy link for those who want to follow along directly there. But I'll send you a link once I get the further ones there. Anyways, we're gonna order stuff right now as we speak. All right, so going back into what we needed. So we needed a Tesla coil, 15,000 to 50,000 volts. Power watts, typically hobbyist Tesla coils might need 100 to 500. Frequency, these operate at a high frequency, often in a range of 100 kilohertz or 1 megahertz. So volts, Tesla coil, volts, watts, hertz. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay, that didn't show up properly. This is a Tesla coil gun. Artificial, it's $187. Let's see what this one does. Where's the volts telling me? Okay, well, actually, this is hard to view it like that. I'm just gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open this up like this. I just need a way to view it properly. Okay, I'll screenshot this and I'll put it sideways. High voltage power supply. Okay, no, this is going back here. Anyways, and we will power this through. Anyways, I'm gonna try to see what the cost will be, and then if you guys ever pay it. The key to John's success was John himself. Many have replicated his setup with equipment and failed. It's the man's brain that caused the severity of the effects experienced. Well, no, I've heard about that, but again, I think that's some sort of possible controlled opposition, trying to get him not to do that. Because not many had the power that he had, and I'm just trying to replicate a tiny thingy. But there are all obviously some key stuff. Bob Greener will have advice on potential exotic risks and so on. Yeah, he tried to do replication there. But I think John's doing something. He's using military equipment that they have much more power than typically people try to throw into it. And this is what I'm trying to figure out exactly. But again, I think the number one thing is just to try it and then keep going at it. Because if you ever visited John, you'll understand how he came across it. He's not just some random hobbyist that just want to go and test it out. He's one of the guys that will literally look at it for like hours and hours all day and tinker with it and until he figures out what happens. And also, he doesn't cheap out as well. So if there's any plastic, so let's say he buys a part and there's some plastic knobs, he'll remove every single plastic knob and machine like brass ones on it. So he wants no plastic in his entire lab. So the guy is not just a normal tinkerer. He's a perfectionist. It's like he literally everything needs to be perfect. Otherwise, he will not be going with it. So John is doing things properly. Anyways, okay. How do I check here? Okay, so US plug, and then let's see what this here endurance frequency. This gun is 1.3 megahertz. I need. Okay, megahertz is fine. Okay. So 1.1 megahertz is fine. This is right here. I need, how much watts do I need? Where's the watts? How do I figure out what watts? Where's the watt? Okay, so but again, the frequency is high, but it's how much power does it take up? How do I even figure out how much power it takes up? So again, I don't have electrical engineering background. Okay, John is a gonzo, scientist, pure empirical inquiry theory later. But the theory part, he finds Tesla stuff and looks at it, but he also reads through a whole bunch of papers. And so he has his own theories on how this works, and so on. So, okay, so like, how do I figure out what this is? Okay, I'll ask Grok AI right now. Okay, I'm gonna ask it something next level. Okay, does this Tesla gun fit the requirements? Let's copy and paste the whole thing and see what happens. And here's the link here. Actually, we'll probably search it on its own. Okay, it says that the Tesla gun described in your specifications does not fully match all requirements. You might need a more comprehensive Hutchison experiment effect, but does share some characteristics that are useful in a small scale simplified. Here's a breakdown. It has a built-in 12.6 volt, 220 milliamp, whatever this is, battery pack. Okay, what does this mean? Which is suitable for portable or low power applications. However, the high voltage typically this might be lower end. Okay, so anyways, so the gun's not good. Also, what does this mean? Does this mean? What does mean? Anyways, so AI is pretty next level. So there's milliamperes, which is a measure of electric current. Here's how it breaks down. Okay, so it's about 2.2 amps. Okay, yes, they did. Military has tried for years, same equipment to replicate. Closest they got was EVOs. No, U.S. militaries have literally turned towers into dust. Okay, they did not get that. They classified all of his footage and they threw it away. And U.S. military were able to turn towers into dust. So they did not produce EVOs. Okay, if you believe the U.S. military, which spends trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions Let's say U.S. Let's say how much. Yeah, so the U.S. spends absolute trillions. Anyways, I'm gonna go do some trillions or trillion. Let's see. Where's the military? Okay, we don't have that. I think it's somewhere else. U.S. military. And also this goes back to, like, let's say the Elon Musk has the Doge, or the Trump Department of Government Efficiency. I'm like, the U.S. military is spending almost $1 trillion. This is 2023. U.S. military budget of the United States. As of March 2023, fiscal year 2024, request was $842 billion. All right. So in other words, if they're, let's say the Doge is cutting, let's say $100 million, $1 billion, and so on, I'm like, you're still spending $1 trillion. You're still spending like $1 trillion every year, roughly almost $1 trillion every single year. And you can see the expenditure right now. You can see USA, and if you combine all of the world's countries, they're spending in the absolute trillions. All right. So if you want government efficiency, just remove, well, let's say remove 10% of the U.S. military budget, or the world's military budget. Now you have $200 billion, so more than any of the Doge spending cuts, and so on. Defense and veterans spending tops 1.2 trillion. Okay, let's see this one here. Defense and veteran 1.2 trillion. So again, Doge is a psyop as well. It's like they're just going to increase military spending. Okay, please be careful working with high voltages. Beware of the risks involved. Yeah, for sure. Not to mention black budget stuff. Yeah. So for those again, tapped in profit. Yes, the military tried and they turned towers into dust, and then they've had this tech before he even started it. And again, for those who haven't seen how far back they know this, we'll go to let's go to, what's the guy's name? Franklin. So this stuff is very, very, very old. This is ancient tech, guys. This is like one of those ancient aliens mumbo jumbo. Okay, so if you go here, this is U.S. founding father Benjamin Franklin wrote in 1751 about lightning strikes being able to melt metal without heat, and called it cold melting. So you go right here. So cold fusion, the charge clusters, electricity, lightning is just like ball lightning, all the stuff. All high voltage, high electricity. So 1751, he wrote a letter, and he wrote, metals are often melted by lightning, though perhaps not from heat in the lightning, nor altogether with agitated fire in the metals. For as whatever can insinuate itself between the particles of metal and overcome the attraction by which they cohere, as sun-dry minstrel can, I think it's some sort of a chemical solvent, will make the solid become a fluid as well as fire, yet without heating it. So the electrical fire, again, like 9/11, or lightning, creating a violent repulsion between the particles of the metal it passed through, the metal is fused. If you would by a violent fire melt off the end of a nail, which is half driven into a door, the heat would given the whole nail before a part would melt, must burn the board it sticks in, and the melted part would burn the floor it dropped in. But if a sword could be melted in the scabbard, and money in a man's pocket by lightning without burning it, either it must be a cold fusion. Anyways, it's 1751, hundreds of years ago, Benjamin Franklin, U.S. founding father. Okay, talking about cold fusion again, Freemason, possibly, and all that. So again, no, yeah, definitely Freemason. So in other words, hundreds of years ago, they got this tech, but now, fast forward to now, and what do you get now? You get literally, you get the CDC. This is the advancements in science now. So hundreds of years ago, they're talking about lightning strikes causing cold melting. And now we're talking about, now fast forward and see how dumb society's gotten. Well, again, it's a weird dichotomy. You have advanced digital tech, like AI getting advanced computers and so on. But then the physical stuff, you're still using the same oil burning wheels, cars, gasoline, and so on. And like electric batteries that literally require a bunch of coal to produce them. A bunch of fossil fuels burned just to produce them. And then you also have in the social setting a complete and utter brain dustification. So you got CDC. So fast forward from Benjamin Franklin talking about cold fusion, and now we got CDC saying 2 masks are better than 1. Okay, so breathing is really bad. Double not breathing is extremely good according to the CDC. So that was during the COVID scamdemic. So again, back into what I'm trying to say is that advanced tech exists. at the same time as mass dumbing is like being forced upon reality. All right, guys. Anyways, let's see if this Tesla coil might be high powered. Let's go with high powered. Tesla coil. High power. Let's go here. High power or powerful Tesla coil. Let's see what this guy. So I will add everything to the thing here, guys. This is powerful Tesla coil. Bluetooth compatible musical Tesla coil. That's a musical one. I don't see a powerful one here. Artificial DUI. Okay, this is a musical one. I really don't want a musical. I just want a normal one. A musical one would be pretty cool too. Okay, I'll ask this one. I want to go the cheapest one first, and then I'm gonna ask it. Okay, let's see. Where's the specs? Okay, let's see the specs. Okay, this is specs. Cool right there. Okay, I'll ask this. Anyways, does this Tesla coil meet requirements? Anyways, we have 48 minutes left. This is the Tesla coil. Let's see if this happens. You guys, I need to figure this out and see what happens. The BT musical coil you've described has several features that could fit into setup for experimenting with electromagnetic phenomena, but let's break down how it aligns with what you need for Hutchison Effect. Voltage compatibility. It accepts a broad range of input voltages, which is compatible with household mains in most countries, suggesting it be easily integrated. With a power of up to 120 watts, this is within the range that might be used in smaller or medium-sized experiments. It's not excessively high, but it should be high enough for some level of interaction with electromagnetic arc length. An arc length of up to 10 centimeters. It can generate electro considerations. The coil's ability to play music suggests frequency modulation, which could be interesting for experiments. Versatility seems tailored for music generation rather than broad set for experiments. You might need to be able to adjust frequencies of power outputs. Okay. There's no mention of the actual output voltage. Single device for a... You need multiple devices generating different electromagnetic field. This coil alone might not suffice for complex use case. Well, this has some capabilities you might look for. External is more specialized for music generation. For full spectrum might be needed to explore effects akin to those described by Hutchison Effect. This coil might be needed, might need to be used in conjunction with other equipment that can generate different types. Okay. Consider its limitations. Okay, so we need a better one. Okay, give me a link. Give me a link to a proper Tesla coil. My goodness. This Grok AS telling me everything not to do. C19 was a misdirection for the next gen of microwave from the telecommunication systems. These microwaves make people sick. Radiation. Yeah, I think that's something to it. But also the big one is fear mongering. Wearing masks. Like you're literally not breathing, and you're not going outside. They're telling you don't go outside in the sun. They're banning going to the beaches. So it's like it's a psychological. I think it was the biggest psychological, like direct psychological effect, as opposed to like physical something actually happening. So, but yeah, definitely they're doing something as well behind the scenes. But the majority of the illness is from like locking people up. Because I remember everything locked down. Even the playgrounds were like taped up. Like kids can't even go outside play inside, and you expect them to be healthy. Like absolutely ridiculous. Joe Valachi, there are different levels of what they teach the public, hidden physics and something they call the silent science. Yeah, and even the public education system is also a degree system. It's a Freemasonic degree system. You go to grade 1, 2, 3. You go to elementary school 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 12. And then you go to college. Then you get a master's degree. Again, it's in one of those worshipful master or master of or master mason, etc. So it's all the same exact stuff, as opposed to just give us the info. Like tell a 10-year-old kid, here's free energy tech, here's Tesla, here's Hutchison Effect, here's anti-gravity, as opposed to go spend like 30 years in school doing absolutely nothing, and possibly come out with a different gender, because that's what you get taught. Anyways. I can't provide proper links, but I can give you some guidance how to find proper ones. Search Tesla coil, solid state Tesla coil, dual resonant solid state Tesla coil for sale. Let's go to specialty stores. eBay variety, eBay. Okay, well, we're gonna open up. So, anyways, so basically, for a lot of people that do the DIY, trying to replicate Hutchison Effect, here I'm trying to use the Grok AI. Grok AI is literally being very, very specific. It's like, don't buy it on this garbage stuff. So let's go to eBay. Tesla coil. Let's see if there's some high-powered ones here we can get. Okay, this one, DUI music one. I don't want a music one, modulated. Tesla coil modulation. Okay, possibly one of these. Okay, so but regardless, I think one thing would be good to just to have it set up again. Anyways, Tesla coil modulation. Let's see if that works. DIY Tesla coil, ARC speaker. Let's see what this one is. Where's the specs on this? Is there any specs on this thingy? So I'm just gonna copy and paste to see what happens again. Okay, what about this Tesla coil? So again, just to getting this best Tesla coil. Power, moderate. Okay, just give me the results. If you're looking for Tesla coil to explore complex ones, this particular might not be ideal to do this entertainment focus. And okay, so we need a Tesla coil right here, powerful or industrial Tesla coil. So we need apparently very powerful stuff here. So we can't just go Tesla coil 5 volts, 1 watt. Not a mini one. Like, why is everything so hard? Just give me something to buy. Try to share a chat link, one allowed on a link for 50,000. Yeah, so Rotary Motion, I'll need to give you admin stuff to send links there. I'll put you as a manager right here. Add as moderator. Can block standard moderator. Okay, so you can try to add link now. You can't add links unless you're a manager. How do I zoom out? Okay, save. Okay, so you can put this, but don't block anybody. Ask me first or 911 business. Absolutely had a close friend in his early 60s who locked himself in his NYC townhouse because he was terrified of the quote virus. He dropped dead of a massive blood clot. He's been so sedentary. Yeah, that's another thing. When you don't move and then all of a sudden you get another injection. Okay, so this link right here. Okay, this one here might be it. Equal parts right here. Where do I buy it? A DIY. Okay, there's a lot of videos on this. Oh, but then where's the Amazon stuff? Major parts used. Oh, so it's a DIY. Okay, so you got to buy all these stuff. So this guy made this one here. DIY, hard to find. Acrylic discs, nylon spacers, aluminum foil tape, counterpoise, capacitors, major parts, and he tells you how to do DIY like this. So there's another part of DIY. I got to do all this stuff. This is next level impossible stuff. Okay, you gotta make this coil. Okay, so we got this part right here. I'm gonna do a quick summary on the InLeo. So again, with Hive, I can do the summaries. Okay, this one right here, saying hello from over on YouTube. It's Aloha plus ad. Okay, epic stuff. This was 2 minutes ago. Let's go. Should be updated live. Okay, let's go. Edwin Boyette or Lloyd. I'm gonna go right here, summarize, and then you can summarize this, and we'll summarize it with the chatbot. Okay. Okay, so there's a link there. Okay, charge a link with 50,000 volt arc lighter power. That's an arc lighter. Okay, I just want a Tesla coil. Oh no, that's an arc lighter. Okay, that's a bunch of parts he's buying. Okay, anyways, I don't want all this stuff close to the right. Okay, so we're at 40 minutes left. I just want to see what else we can. I do want to find exactly what we need to buy. Okay, Tesla coil. I'll go to or DIY Tesla coil. We'll go right here. Search DIY Tesla coil. Okay, DIY. Okay, this is high. Okay, this is a big one. Okay, these are good ones. Okay, so that's how you do it. You just search up DIY Tesla coil because Amazon. So the thing was right. DIY. So I want to do it yourself powerful one. So basically, you get the most powerful. This is just for a penny. We need a freaking. DIY compatible music one. Spark gap coil science one. Okay, I don't even think this is all needed. I think just something small and then figure out we'll get adjusted later. I'm gonna ask this last one, this one and the other one. Yeah. Okay, where's the DIY? Okay, what about this? What about this? Okay, power source requires DC, which is relatively low voltage, safe for educational. Well suited for educational use, provide a hands-on approach to learning about Tesla goes. It's not designed for high-energy experiments. This would be one component. Many need it. But is this good for Hutchison Effect for a penny test subject? Let's order death ray, guys. I think it's a how to build. It was a how to build. That video was a how to build a lighter using a Tesla coil. Okay. Need to look into a much more sophisticated experimental setup. I need higher voltage output, more powerful electromagnetic field generation, the ability to combine multiple sources. Yes, I will get other equipment. But is this Tesla coil good enough to be included or not? Or should I get different one or several? Considering you plan to gather additional equipment for more comprehensive, the one you can do to still serve a purpose, but here's how it fits your plan's educational value, safety, supplementary use, multiple one, limited power, it's low power. Okay, so it's low power, I don't want that. Okay, we'll go to this one. So I guess we're gonna have to buy this giant one. So we're gonna have to buy this giant one, a musical generator. Let's see what this one does. Let's see where the setup here, working current. Okay, modular design, specification. Okay, this one. What about this one? Anyways, for those who are first time seeing how I interact with AI, this is pretty much how I research. Even before AI, I try to go all in to see every single part. So the Tesla coil you've described offers several advantages over the previous micro STG mumbo jumbo. Average 250 ability has significantly more powerful than the previous one. Arc length up to 20 centimeters. Adjustability, okay. Well, supports music play pack, which implies control. So you might need additional means to sweep all of the part of a comprehensive setup. Okay, it could be a central component in your experimental setup due to its power, etc. This makes it excellent. This could be a valuable addition to your experimental setup. Okay, guys, we're in. We're in. Let's just buy this one right here. $100 USD. My goodness, it's on eBay to say. Okay, I want to buy it now. Add to cart. So, guys, and it ends in here $200. Oh, and then there's 30 shipping. Oh, this is Canadian, and I was converting into this shipping $57. So, guys, please donate. MES. I want to buy this one, so I'll have it add to my cart. So at least I know what I need to get. So that's that. So guys, this is what I wanna. This is the first thing that it says to buy. Okay, and I want to go back to the thing. Back again. Method Miner's back in the show. You guys, if you guys help donate and fund the project, I'm gonna go back to here. I did a summarizer. Let's see if summarize. Okay, there it is. It summarized that video. And let's go to oldest. The art of building a handheld Tesla coil. Tesla coils are known for their stunning mumbo jumbo. 5,000. All these lighters can be used, and so on. It's again epic stuff here. All right, some method miners in the house. Okay, guys, we have the first component. All right, thanks. I'll be right. All right, thanks. I will purchase that Tesla coil. Here is the link for reference. Okay, please give me the parts list I need and include this link in the Tesla coil section as completed. Okay, so let's see. I just wanted to make it easier. Oh no, it's payments. Here's the parts you list. Tesla coil completed. Okay, Tesla coil. We have this additional. Guys are. Method Miner says I just bought a Tesla coil off TikTok. How do you buy it on TikTok? So you saw one on TikTok and bought it. Okay. Give me the stats on it. We'll ask Grok AI. Yeah, I'm gonna lower this. Alright guys, we have 34 minutes. I'm gonna lower my desk and so on. It's a bit. I'm gonna lower this. I'm actually gonna go to the washroom too. So wait a second. Okay, I did the manual crank. Alright guys, we have the first component is this giant Tesla coil. This one right here. Okay, so we have this link. Oh no, that was the card payments. This is the link. Oh, my bad. Okay, so I used the wrong link. I will go back to here. Okay, and DIY. Go back here, and I'll modify this one. I'll change it to this link. All right, so it rehashes that. Alright guys, we are doing groundbreaking stuff. So link Tesla coil completed. Link high-powered Tesla coil with music effects. Okay, next part. We need a Van de Graaff generator. Look for small or educational Van de Graaff generators. Ensure it can output at least 100,000 volts for noticeable effects. So we'll ask Amazon or just do it all on eBay. We'll do it on Amazon just because it's you might if you combine them all, it's cheaper shipping. Okay, Van de Graaff generator powerful or DIY. Okay, what in the world's DIY? Okay, let's go to the Grok AI. Van de Graaff. Okay, so that's better. Ask Grok. Guys, we're literally using AI to take over the world. DIY. Okay, Van de Graaff. Oh, it's $400. My goodness, what are these guys trying to do to me? All right, guys. So again, what in the world's going on here? So the ones John had were like absolutely massive. All right, Van de Graaff generator. So again, if you guys please donate. 911 Planes was in this show. Oh, I didn't see that. 911 Planes. Okay, we have a whole bunch of moderators right here. All I can add links. And so on. So, 911 Planes Research, Mark, Colin in the house. And again, guys, donate, become super fan, and so on. And if I get a lot of the stuff, again, it's expensive stuff. Like the Hutchison Effect one, was funded by donations and mostly my brother. Okay, so if you guys help donate, we will buy every single one of these parts, and then I'll send you the links of what I'll be buying. But I again, if you guys help donate, and then I'll do that. Otherwise, I'll have to wait for the crypto bull market to peak off and sell everything. All right, what else we have here? All right, anyways, so the this is the InLeo the threadcast. We actually had most comments ever. We had 2 people reply. Unbelievable. So again, if this eventually everybody goes on that, we'll use that as the main one as opposed to the YouTube one, just because you own your data and so on. So sent you a video of my TikTok Tesla coil. Okay, so I got sent a video. Method Miner. He bought a TikTok Tesla coil.
Hey, I'm gonna take a video of it.
Oh, this one.
The thing is there's a difference in the potential between how close you are to the wire and the other part.
Yeah.
Holy! Oh, it's powering it.
Here, put your hand close to it. Look at that, huh?
Feel my hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Holy, okay, let's go, guys. Okay, so he's got the Hutchison Effect, the meth effect. Let's go. Yeah, so that's the one I asked Grok. Yeah, said it's not powerful enough for the penny one. No, I mean for the Hutchison Effect setup we're doing. So I'm asking him to replicate Hutchison Effect for a tiny penny, and it says I gotta buy this giant one. This one right here. Where was the link? I think I have a link here. I'll keep them all open. Okay, I'll keep the ones open. This is yes, this is 223 Canadian. My goodness. Okay, so that's absolutely wild because we have Methyl Miner all over the stuff. Okay, we have 29 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go to the washroom and I will play a video while I go to the washroom. Let's go right here. This is the cold. I'll go to Hutchison Effect. So we go to the Hutchison Effect playlist. This is my playlist. I shared it. Okay, Tasha Teeling, what are you gonna do with it when you get it? Throw a party and have all your friends marvel at it? When I get it, I'm building a Hutchison Effect replication. So that's the goal. And again, if you guys can help donate, so this one is so far is 200. I'm not gonna purchase this yet. I need to get all of them sorted. The next thing I need to do is get a Van de Graaff generator. That's gonna cost another $500. My goodness. Or see, honestly, the cheapest one that's applicable. This one looks like a legit one. This one does look like a legit one. 325 kilovolts. Okay, I'll ask this because I'm gonna try to replicate it to do a for just a penny. Anyways, I'll go to the Hutchison Effect and I'll play one of the ones while I go to the washroom. What I'll do is actually I'll play the one that got viral. This one here, 49,000 views. The first parts are all just the news stories on it. So let's play this.
News. Hutchison says
that looks like it came straight out of Barron.
And also note this here. Someone made a good comment saying that even back then they were literally the news was literally tweaking the stuff by, I think he says right here something about oh, they don't even show it. Let's go to controversial. They don't even show this. Controversial. Yeah, because you'll notice right here, I'll play that part. This guy right here says that Nikola Tesla is a controversial scientist.
Von Frankenstein.
Controversial Yugoslavian scientist. Like, what is it? Listen to this.
Castle. Hutchison is an amateur scientist who has devoted a good part of his adult life trying to prove out the theories of a controversial Yugoslavian physicist named Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, so they're calling Nikola Tesla, the guy who invented AC current, pretty much everything that the whole world runs on. Like, I mean, magnetic induction, basically AC, electrical power. And basically saying that it's controversial Yugoslavian inventor. I'm like, it's Nikola Tesla. All right, Methyl Miner says we have to go look for Navy surplus frequency generators like John did. Oh no, that's for John's trying to do like a giant effect. I'm trying to do on a test on a penny. Like all I want to do is weird effects on a tiny penny. It's basically miniaturize the Hutchison Effect instead of dealing with a whole bunch of like lifting a cannonball or a mill ball, a giant heavy ball. I want it literally to levitate a tiny penny or turn it to dust, or fuse it with paper, etc. So that's why I'm asking Grok AI. If you haven't been following the stream, I asked Grok AI starting with the penny. So I have the giant list right here, and later I'll try to feed in a whole bunch of stuff here on it as well and see what we need here. Because if you see his Tesla coils, this Tesla coil, he has a 7-foot Tesla coil, 7 feet tall. Okay, guys, John Hutchison has a 7-foot. That's literally NBA player size. Tesla coil, 8-inch diameter ball. I'm just getting a little tiny one. This is the size I'm getting. This one right here. It's still a pretty powerful one here. This Tesla coil. It's gonna be like probably this big, as opposed to 7 feet, like 1 foot. This one's gonna be 1 foot or so, or depending if they made it not so. Yeah, this one's about this size. Anyways, 1.5 foot maybe. Okay, so I'll play this. I'm gonna go to the washroom and I'll come back. And we have 25 minutes left.
His lab is located in the basement of a nondescript store in Vancouver. Hutchison doesn't want to tell us, or doesn't want us to tell you, trying to prove out the theories of a controversial Yugoslavian physicist named Nikola Tesla. His lab is located in the basement of a nondescript store in Vancouver. Hutchison doesn't want to tell us, or doesn't want us to tell you where it is exactly. Working with huge jolts of electricity of up to 500,000 volts, Hutchison is tinkering with Tesla's central thesis that large amounts of power can be transmitted through the air without wires. One of the side effects of his experiments involves the levitation of inanimate objects. He cannot yet predict with any accuracy which objects will rise, when, or where, but they do rise, as you're about to see.
You enter the world of John Hutchison through an old bank vault door, revealing a museum-like atmosphere charged with electric energy. Hutchison sits at a hand-built control panel, fine-tuning equipment some feel might change the world.
I use these headsets here to monitor frequency changes, going by the static patterns that I hear. And down here, I'll adjust the magnetic flux. And I can feel the rhythms of the energy.
The rhythms of the energy are generated by an enormous jumble of strange-looking electronic equipment, much of it hand-built by Hutchison himself. Components include vacuum tubes, 40-year-old technology. Some of the equipment is modeled after that of turn-of-the-century physicist Nikola Tesla. Tesla developed alternating current, the electrical system used today. His experiments included the transmission of energy without wires. Some feel he was the greatest inventor of all time. Hutchison began by duplicating some of his early work. Very similar to...
All right, let's go. Okay, I'm back, guys. What
Tesla's experiments before the turn of the century, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, so anyways, there's John Hutchison there. And also in the comments here, Rotary Motion's trying to tag Mark C. No, his name is 911 Planes Research. So you got to go 911 Planes is not Mark Holland. 911 Planes. It doesn't even show. So what in the world is 911 Planes? I think you may have changed it. Let's go here. Planes Research. YouTube. Oh my goodness. YouTube is just 9. Okay, let's go to Mark Holland. Oh my goodness. Substack 91 Planes. My goodness, I hate these giant tags there. Oh, wait, 911 Planes. Just go to the thingy. I tried, wouldn't show. So this one, he had his video there. Let's go to the video. Yeah, this is an epic video. Let's see what the actual username is. Yeah, it should work. So you guys can't tag it. But anyways, you have to just press it like that. It doesn't work. Okay, anyways. Go to channel. No, it does work. No, it doesn't actually go to it. So he might have, I don't know what happened. So anyways, he's not on it then. Doesn't show. But yeah, it was an epic video. Yeah, the upload was pretty good, guys. Anyways, let's go back here. We have 22 minutes. Let's see the next setup. I want to try to get a full catalog of, or yeah, a full shopping cart full of what do we need to buy, and then ask for donations. And then once we get enough, or I'll just buy it, or I'll ask my my crypto bro to buy it. Okay, let's see any comments on here. Go back to this. All right, let's go back here. Latest Mark, yeah, okay, he might be offline again. Let's go back here. I need, so the next setup is, so here's all the stuff it tells me to buy. And the reason, I got this idea from, actually, when I went over that last free energy stream, this person right here made a nuclear transportation, or just a nuclear little device using AI. And I'm going to go to personal. And I'm going to open this up. What is it called? Yeah, this one right here. So this person right here, again, we have 21 minutes. Okay, so this person did a 36-hour live stream, and he built a neutron-producing nuclear fuser in his kitchen using cloud AI. And he went and bought all these, and it told him what to buy. And he's from Canada too, and it put on all the stuff that he needed to create and so on. And the messages and what he needed to buy, power supply, electrostatic power supply, how to use it, and so on. And he made this little fuser thingy. And basically the fuser is just you have a bunch of electricity all compiling into this one area, and it fuses stuff. And I went over it before. Fuser. The whole idea of a fuser, you can make a close one. And again, it's similar to the charge clusters. Again, for those who haven't seen this, the charge clusters, Hutchison Effect, cold fusion, all have these charge clusters or exotic vacuum objects around. So a fuser is a device that uses an electric field to heat ions to a temperature at which they undergo nuclear fusion. And you can do household ones. But again, the power output is very, very small for these ones. But you have a coil, alternating current back and forth. You get an electric basically ball of charges there, fuse all together. And then until you get them, you basically heat ions to temperature which they undergo fusion. So you get them really, really hot, all compressed, and so on, using electric field, and so on, and other mumbo jumbles like that. And basically, it basically throws in a bunch of the ions together, and they fuse in together. into a little fusion, and you have different lights and so on. All right. And other stuff like that. And you can make a household one just to do a little glowing lights like that. A homemade fuser. That's pretty epic. Anyways, so I got an idea from this guy. So he made this was using AI and stuff. So I'm like, might as well do it for the Hutchison Effect, something we know that's advanced tech that is literally the biggest, it covered up the most of all time, or not most of all time, but it's being covered up pretty much big time, mainly by people not taking it seriously. Okay, let's see. I get another message right here. I got a message from John's wife Nancy. Okay, so anyways, let's go back to here. So the next setup is I need a Van de Graaff generator. Let's add this. We have 19 minutes. I'm going to power through, and unless you guys have math questions. Again, this stream is going to be basically anybody asks math, technical science questions, and we'll dive right into it. And you guys can also see my me in action, how I work. Okay, because the Saturday streams are more about just news stuff, looking at news and conspiracy stuff and other mechanisms. But also John Hutchison is going to be on this Saturday, and also interviews and so on. Okay, so next setup, see where I got to scroll the way back down and see what this guy's telling me. So the next setup is I need a Van de Graaff generator. So I have the Tesla coil completed. All right, Van de Graaff generator, generate high static, look for one Van de Graaff generator, sure it can output at least 100,000 volts from noticeable effects. All right, so I'm going to click on this one right here. How about this one? And this, I don't even want to read it. Okay, does this Van de Graaff generator meet the requirements? Whoops. Okay, Reuters Motion sent a link on the other thingy. Okay. The Lethan, this one you described to me seems to meet and even exceed the requirements, particularly in the context of exploring electromagnetic phenomena like those potentially associated. Here's how it aligns with what you need: high voltage. So 30 electric difference of 325,000 volts or more. This generator provides ample electricity for your experiments. This level of voltage is significant for creating strong electric field designed for commercial use in educational or scientific settings. It suggests reliability and durability. Durable. Okay. Humidity control. Maintaining performance. Okay, this is a very powerful one. Given the size and power, ensure you have adequate. Okay, so how big is this one? So the question is, how monstrous is this one? How tall is this? Let's go to the size. Oh no, it's this big. Okay, so this one's pretty big. So maybe not, we might not need this one. It's the first time it's telling me don't get something. Okay, that's pretty big. Let's try to get a cheaper one. So that was a more expensive one. Actually, how expensive was it? No, that's this one, $400. Okay, this 325,000. Okay, we don't need that one. That's too powerful. So again, here at MES, we don't want to just throw money around. Okay, this one looks decent. Okay, I'm gonna ask this one. Okay. Let's ask this. Good, we're overbuilding it. Okay, do you want to get that one? Well, that's the thing, it costs more. And the thing is, you guys donate. If you guys donate, you'll get that one. But again, otherwise, you're gonna cheap out. I'm gonna be cheaping out unless you guys throw money at me. What about this cheaper one? Because guys, this is actually happening, guys. So definitely help set up. Okay, let's see this in. You've described offers a more budget while still providing several key that could be useful for experiments. Which is substantial for electricity, but for many applications. While less powerful, potentially less durable than higher-end models, still provides a functional, cost-effective for connecting electrostatic. Be suitable for education demonstrations. Manage environmental dependency. This generator could serve remains, particularly when using conjunction. Actually, we'll just go for the more expensive one, guys. Because again, it might be more durable. It might save money in the long run. All right, so that's that. We're getting this one. Delivery. Where's the delivery? $239. What in the world's going on? This is like $600, like $700. New from. Okay, so we can't get this one. It is definitely not. It's like you're paying for the and the shipping. And this one's way cheaper. This one is gonna be $600. This one's gonna be 300. So half the price. Okay. So we'll add to cart here. Protection. We don't want a home protection. Okay. Proceed to checkout. I just want to see. We'll go to or go to chart. I'm not buying this yet. Go to cart. Okay, guys. So anyways, so that's two things. I'm gonna add a link here and say that it's purchased. Okay. Okay. So again, Grok AI has taken over the game. Thanks. I will get that. Update the list to include this link as completed. All right, let's go, guys. Tesla coil. Let's see how fast it is to able. Okay, there it is. There's a link. There's a link. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, we have 14 minutes to create a free energy device. Purchase the stuff to create a free energy device. All right, guys. Anyways, this stuff costs money. That's why there's very little replication things. And I'm the first one with AI. So think about this. Anyone else trying to replicate it didn't have this powerful machine that searches the entire internet and human knowledge and tells you what to do. All right, guys. So the next setup here. So that's another thing is the world controllers. They build the actual tools for their eventual demise if people use their brain. It's kind of like internet brings everybody together, or you can separate them even more if you buy into the propaganda. All right, guys. Additional components: RF transmitter introduces our radio frequency fields for frequency specific interactions. A simple adjustable radio RF transmitter operating in the megahertz range, something like this, like those on RC towers, but frequency adjustability. All right, let's go to RF transmission. All right, or radio frequency transmitter. Where's the recommendation? Let's click this whole thing maybe. So we need a radio frequency transmitter. Okay, Tasha Teeling says, back in the day you had to talk to demons for this knowledge. What a time to be alive. Yeah, that's a great way to think about it. All right, guys. Back in the day you literally had to talk to demons and summon them. And now it's like the AI one's already summoned, so we're just asking it questions. So okay, so this one remote transmitter. Okay, this one here. See this radio frequency 433 megahertz. And then the thing is, we can build upon this. If this doesn't work, we can build upon it. Tell it, yo, it's not working. I could feed in all the documents and then tell it to do this. Because again, I don't have a background in electrical engineering. I have one in mechanical stuff and civil engineering. So anything like mechanics, I can and mathematics, I can do that. Well, not even mathematics. Mathematics is something I self-taught on YouTube mainly. Okay, let's go back here. What about this RF transmitter? Alright, guys, I see this connection brand new. It's primarily designed as simple battery operated remote control, which might not be ideal. Okay, it's not ideal. Fixed frequency 433. Well, this can be useful for certain experiments involving that. Transmitter uses batteries suggested in design for low power. Okay, so this is a bad one. We are not useful setup for. It is not well suited for the depth and complexity of experiments you might be aiming for. If you're looking for seriously explore electromagnetic phenomena, consider investigating a more sophisticated RF signal generator. Okay, okay, this one here. There it is, frequency modulation and all this mumbo jumbos. And okay, oh, this one, a wave generator, 0.0012,000 megahertz, and this one is looks pretty. I'll get this one here, $143. My goodness, everything's just everyone's just trying to take our cash money. All right, let's see what this guy says. Go to the specs. Okay, let's see this. What happened to John Hutchison? Is he still alive? Yeah, he's supposed to join this stream today, but he got an appointment, so he's gonna be there on Saturday. No, he wasn't supposed to join this stream. He told me last night that yeah, he could show up today, or he wanted to show up as well. But John Hutchison is Saturday. He's showing up, and he comments on all the videos too. So if you go to the latest one, And John Hutchison also gave me access to his YouTube channel, so I uploaded my stuff on there. So here's John Hutchison. This is his Hutchison. I gave him the Hutchison Effect username. So and he asked me when or what date do we have a live stream. So you can I also emailed him and I said, hi John, our live stream is this Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time at February 15th. I'll make the stream link. I'm also doing this was yesterday. I'm also doing a separate stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. diving into how I think Hutchison Effect works. I'll send you a link if you want to call in or etc. He says thank you, and this guy also wanted the link. Anyways, so Hutchison is going to be showing up there, but he comments a lot, and again he gave me access to his Hutchison Effect YouTube channel. So I added this link, my Hutchison Effect playlist on all of his videos and channel, and I made it as the front playlist on his YouTube channel. So there's Hutchison Effect, the one I made, and also put Bob Greener's one. And there it is. There's me and there's Martin Fleischman, Bob Greener, because John Hutchison is a big fan of Bob Greener, so I made his channel that as well. So and there's Hutchison Effect username. I changed it to this one, so he has this one, so nobody else can take it. And yeah, and I can go switch over. So I can go to switch accounts. I can literally go to John Hutchison Effect, and he's got 445 subscribers since I started sharing his stuff. And yeah, it'll be shared to my personal email, anyways. Yeah, so there's me. I can literally go and change it and so on. So I am literally John Hutchison right now. And so on. I can go to his YouTube data studio and see how much views and so on. Anyways, I'll go back to this and continue on this. Okay, so John Hutchison is alive and kicking, and he'll be on the stream. And yeah, so we're like BFFs. So where is the? I'll try to find the one. Someone made yeah, someone on X made this image of me and John when we went to his when I went to visit his lab. John MES. Where's the photo? I gotta find yeah, this one right here. Yeah, Scrubber made this photo of John Hutchison and MES. Let's go. Let's go. There's me and John. And also, if you haven't seen the video, I toured his lab. I did a tour of his lab and live stream 63. When a tour of his lab, there's John and his yeah. So he has a bunch of This is a cannon there that he made. I think he made or bought. Some no. I think so. This one he made. So he makes actual cannons. I'll go to the link. And there's me live stream in his lab there, and he wants to replicate it again. So it'll be pretty epic. So we could do basically. I want a small mini one that I can replicate at home, and I also will be visiting John once he gets his equipment up and running, and I'll help him out as well. And we'll try to replicate that this year. Okay, so let's go back in. We have 7 minutes. I want to go see what Grok says. Okay, I want to go copy in this one here. Okay, we have the Van de Graaff generator. We have the RF. This was the one. This one, we're copy this. Okay, and then this was the bat. This was the. Okay, what about this? Okay, what about this one here? What about this RF transmitter? This is a more expensive one. Before you buy everything, you should try to join the public lab in Canada that's trying to replicate the Hutchison Effect. This video, oh, that was in Canada? Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go to that one as well. If that, so Bob Greener and wants John Hutchison, he wants to fly him out there, and then John wants me to go there as well. So yeah, I have seen that one. I have seen this one. This is the Martin Fleischman. So again, Bob and John, we are in contact, and I'll be yeah. So if John's going there, I'll be going there, because I'm like John's BFF. So this was here, yeah. So what I also in the video that they discussed their thoughts on it, or they made a video on it, but also I don't understand how he's dealing with Ashton Forbes, the grifter extraordinaire, Ashton Forbes. Anyways, there's a replication effect there, but I'm not trying to do like these heavy stuff. I'm trying to do it on a tiny penny. So my goal is to like even much smaller than this, but also in a way that I can control and see it. Because I think I personally believe it's much easier than even John Hutchison is doing it. I think John Hutchison is just overpowering a whole bunch of stuff and then randomly interacts. But I firmly believe it's much simpler, and hence why the world propaganda. So anyways, we'll get to that in a bit, and because I have my own thoughts on how it works, and basically understanding how what the ether is, and that it does exist. And going further, we have 5 minutes, but anyways, we'll go over that replication right here. So in Bob Greener's one right here, so Bob Greener discussed in his review video. So if you go to Bob Greener's review video right here,
in the room right now.
So he's talking to these guys.
Remove.
And this guy's also an electrical engineer that helped him out with all this.
Let me remove that.
Or electrical PhD student, I think.
Okay, good.
Okay, great. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so let me see if I can share this image of this pair of pliers. Yeah.
So they said that the only thing that happened was like some of the computers started not malfunctioning, not working during the Hutchison Effect replication, and also this pliers that he thinks was a Hutchison Effect.
Can you see that?
Okay, there it is.
And how does it look under the microscope?
Yes. Yep, I see.
So it just fractured here.
Yeah. So he said it fractured. Just like once they finished it off like a few minutes after, and they went in and go try to pick it up, and it just fractured. So he thinks it's from the Hutchison Effect, and I think it is because I've seen. Here's the Hutchison Effect one that literally happens there. This is from his John's 2006 experiments. If you zoom in there, this steel little scissors breaks apart, very similar like that here. If you look at it here, look at that, it just snaps. Literally just snaps right there. And if you can zoom in again, more stuff's happened. Okay, let's see what else happens here. Yeah, look at this one starts moving. I also included this moving one. It starts moving very, very small.
Alright, turn what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, Charlie C, that's you. You're Charles Crawford. Interesting. Wait, so you're which one? You're this guy. Okay, I actually wanted to email you if you want to get on the stream as well. All right, let's go. Nice to meet you. Epic stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So no, that's great. If you ever want to join the stream, you can email me as well. If you have your email, and great to have you on as well, because I have a lot of other info as well. And there's another electrical engineer that I'm in contact with that's friends with John and his wife Nancy, and he made a bunch of the power cells that John Hutchison had done, and he says that he showed it to a bunch of other electrical engineers, and they're mind blown, but it's like they just don't want to deal with it. But I was trying to get him on the stream as well, but he might be in there later. And he was also a reporter for Reuters on 9/11, so that was pretty epic. Anyways, so yes, great to see you, Charles Crawford. Okay, and also where in Canada was the experiment? Was the replication one? Because it said it's in Canada, because I'm in Canada. I'm in Vancouver, Canada right now. Or Richmond, BC, pretty much beside Vancouver. Okay, I'm going to go to the Martin Fleischmann. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so Tasha, is this what it is, harnessing the ether? Or no, I think everything is harnessing the ether. Everything is just understanding the ether. As my gyroscope experiments have pretty much unveiled. And also Einaldino's experiments has shown. So we'll get to that in a bit, but I wanted to go this live right here. Okay, Stephen F says, I think your Hutchison Effect archive recovery is incredibly important. Yeah, thanks. For the longest time, I thought other people would have done it. I'm like, nobody's done it. I'm like searching stuff, Hutchison Effect stuff, and it's like the only place you find them is my channel. Besides like random clips everybody has, and so on. So I wanted to go over where this was. So where was this replication attempt? I thought it was I thought it was in Germany or something. Okay, so it's actually nearby. Okay, I gotta find out where it is. Anyways, guys, we have
they're 180.
1 minute left, and we might do a part 2 next time, or during John Hutchison's streaming thing. But anyways, I have my own thoughts on how this all works, and and that involves me doing hands-on stuff. And the next setup here, let's see what Grok says. What about this RF transmitter? Is be much more suitable for this kind of electromagnetic experiment. Okay, blah blah blah. See what it says. This RF seems to be a good fit for experiment optimizing. Okay, let's go. We got this generator. Yeah, the generator is good enough. We're using Grok AI to solve it. Okay, proceed to checkout. I'll go back to go to cart. Okay, so we have two things. We have these two things. I'm gonna click link here. So we have this, and we have the eBay one, eBay cart right here. So that's gonna be $1,000 easy. That's just 3 things, and then as we go, learn it. And again, for those don't know, this is how I learn. Is hands-on. You learn much more hands-on than any theory can do. But theory does help you, guides you. Similar to AI guiding me to avoid a bunch of shortcomings. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, and then all right. Thanks. Now update the list using this link. Okay, so now there's. Let's see what I got it. Let's see what happens. Here's updated Tesla coil. Check. Van de Graaff graph generator. Check. RF transmitter. Check. All right, and there it is. And yeah, so that's we're pretty much going to end it here. I'll go over these later as we go. So we need a high voltage power supply, insulated platform, safety gear. Test subject. I'm going to do it on pennies, guys. Wood, plastic, anything very, very, very tiny. So basically, I'm going to do 100x smaller than Hutchison's experiments and 10x smaller than, or more than that, like 100x smaller than Bob Greener's experiment and 100x smaller than John Hutchison. So like a million, basically 10,000x smaller. Because again, we're talking, you don't need to go get some military equipment when you're just trying to melt the penny. All right, so that's that one. So I'll do these later. Cheers, MES, good show, yeah. And other thing I want to show is again, there's a good quote from Action Lab, YouTube. Action Lab, YouTube. Actually, go to Action Lab. Here's a good channel here. Safety gears are very important when dealing with the unknown. Yeah, definitely. I had to. I learned the hard way. Because I accidentally almost shocked myself using the mains. So I ask Grok AI every time, like, how to touch it properly, and then it will tell me what to do and what's Ricks. It says right here. Yeah, so this guy's a very good motto right here. So the Action Lab, one experiment is worth 1,000 expert opinions. Okay, so that's another thing. Try to cement too. Yeah, we'll try on everything. But again, do need the donation money, guys. It's going to be $1,000. That's just 3 things, $1,000, and so on. And the other part I wanted, so here. So one experiment is worth 1,000 expert opinions. So again, similar to if you have 1,000 experts telling him, can you turn steel into can you melt steel without heat? They'll all say no. And then you have John Hutchison showing one experiment showing yes, so then they're all wrong. Or it's worth, it's not just worth, it's better than it. Actually, I would say worth again. Yeah, because you have 1,000 expert opinions, at least a few of them might be have their mind open. And another thing I want to show is, before I leave, just to illustrate. So if you go to my MES experiments ones, this one's I showed a bunch of groundbreaking stuff. Some of them, literally, the gyro ones are never before seen and impossible according to mainstream physics. And literally, the easiest demonstration of free energy is experiment 3. Look at that. It's just the simplest, irrefutable in my opinion, and demonstrates that something else is bringing the energy or getting energy from it, aka the ether. Anyways, and I want to show another part is to illustrate that there's theory is one thing, experts is one thing, but actual experiments is another thing. And to illustrate it, I've done over 1,000 experiments on just gyroscopes. So this is over 1,000 experiments. I finally started doing electromagnetism a few months ago. This was on this coil. These are just the draft ones are unlisted. So if you look at the number right here, 1,000 experiments on just a bunch of stuff. Most of them gyroscopes. So if you go right here, a bunch of gyroscope ones. Again, because I do a whole bunch of different setups on ice, weigh it all, I do this all. So basically, I go slow, but I make sure that I get every single detail correct. Anyways, and also some Victor Schellberger experiments and so on. So, and now we're gonna dive into the free energy tech, the Hutchison Effect stuff. And so again, I got the eBay stuff here, and for those, I have the list right here. Where's the all the way to the bottom? And I'll send you the link. So here's what we need. I got these completed. 3 things. The next step, we got to get this insulated. This stuff. Test subjects. That's fine. I'll put a link right here. Copy link. So there it is. You guys can follow along, and you can go and see this link and if you click it, it just shows up the whole thing. It shows up the entire track record, and you can see it all. And again, for those last time, I'm gonna ask, be a super fan, guys. Donate money and you can do donate, you can do PayPal, crypto, and so on. And if you want them all directed specifically to the Hutchison Effect stuff, let me know and I'll purchase them as well. And also you can also purchase it there too. If you want to help us out and purchase yourself, you can do that. Email me at contact@mes.fm, and I will I'll give you my address. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining, and see you on Saturday. Thanks for joining, and have a great day, guys. And also, John Hutchison this Saturday, and Bob Greener possibly might show up too. George Hathaway, little chance, but Bob Greener, there's a 50-50 chance. But John Hutchison will be there. Anyways, have a great day. And also be on your best behavior with John Hutchison, guys. He is the man. Just let him be let him be himself, guys. And we will take over the game. Alright, guys, that's all for today. I'm going to go and end the stream in 3, 2, 1, and end stream. Right, oh, night all. 9/11 have visited us. Have a good night. Yeah, he's in South Africa. I think that it's either the power just went out or it's like 4 a.m. right now. Either or. It's a good night. right, peace.